week following the interrogation of rights activist Omoyele Sowore, the police has come out to note that, well, they were within their rights. We brought that story to you earlier, and right now we are joined by Abiodun Bamigboye, Acting National Chairperson, Socialist Party of Nigeria, and Oyo State Coordinator of Campaign for Democratic and Workers' Rights. Mr. Abiodun, you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm hoping you can hear us, and I'd like to know what your response is to the claim by the police that Sowore's arrest was lawful and based on credible allegation of forgery and cyberstalking.
Good morning, and I want to believe you can hear me clearly.
We can hear you. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you. Let me say by also trying to echo, the position of Sowore, that his arrest was not only illegal, but it was equally unlawful. And because when you look at the allegation leveled against him, cyberbullying, defamation, they are allegations that doesn't require Sowore to be detained, for the number of hours that he spent under the police custody before the mass agitations and outrage of Nigerian working people forced the Nigerian police, to release him. Because if by the allegation, Sowore should have, there's a procedure stated by law, that should have been followed by the Nigerian police and even the petitioners, to seek redress from the courts without Sowore being detained, and I think it's on this basis that there's no better way than to describe Sowore detention, than illegal, unlawful. And I think one just have to commend Nigerians, that were part of that agitations and outrage, eventually forced, is released, and of course that is our position in Socialist Party of Nigeria.
Okay then. What about your position on the claim from the Nigerian police that his broken arm was from before the arrest? Rights groups have reported that Sowore's arm was broken during a forced transfer. But the police say no, that this was from an earlier instance, and that he has also refused on 2 occasions to be examined by a medical examiner. What do you think?
You see the picture displayed, across the social media. You could see Sowore's hand, wrapped with bandaged. And not only that, even when it was released last night, you could see its gates, that there was a form of deformation, that he was walking, but that was not the usual way of walking, something that shows that something must have happened to his leg. So even if Nigerian police can be lying, despite all of this, because Sowore was visited by media outposts while he was still in the custody of police, and if his hand has not been injured, what is the bandage doing, around his hand? Something might have happened to that. So for police to be saying that nothing happens to Sowore, especially his claim of a damage inflicted in one of his hand, it shows that Nigerian police lacks what one can call integrity, because such an important institution should, be characterized, or should be known with truthfulness, objectivity, and integrity. So for them to be claiming that Sowore's hand was not broken, despite an obvious video that shows that something, he have bandage wrapped around his hand, and that his gaits, his walking pattern has also been altered. It shows that Nigerian police is not saying the truth. And it further confirmed, what Sowore said that Nigerian police lack integrity.
So I hear you when you say this, but has there been any external examination by any medical body regarding his status, whether his arm or his gait, as you say? Do we have any confirmed examination by any medical body to say that he is indeed injured?
According to Sowore, the only medical personalities that were invited by the police to visit him in detention, while he was in detention, were just maybe one or two nurses. And to the best of my knowledge, as a rehabilitationist, I know clearly that nurses are not the best medical practitioner that are in the best position to assess such kind of acclaimed injury by Sowore. For a better examination, I strongly feel that a physiotherapist should have been invited to examine, his hand to be sure that he has not suffered any fracture, in any of his whether upper limb or lower limbs, and not only that, an X-ray should have been conducted, to ascertain whether there be fracture or not. In the absence of all of this, I don't think there's any serious medical attention that Nigerian police could claim that they have given to Sowore. Haven't claimed that they have broken, his hand. And of course, I reside here in Ibadan, and of course, Sowore was detained in Abuja. And since his release yesterday, I've not opportune to speak with him to know how much effort he has made to seek for better medical attention beyond the cosmetic and tokenistic one that Nigerian police claim was given to him while he was under their detention.
I want to say thank you very much, Abiodun, for joining us and giving us your detailed stance on the matter. Thank you very much.